Hi, Northside, coming to you from the mosquito room upstairs in the church building. Well, as you know, our state and our nation are taking significant steps to stem the tide of the coronavirus. And as part of the effort, we will not be meeting as a church for Sunday morning worship or for in-person community groups for the time being. Community groups can still meet virtually if they so choose. And what we will be doing is providing you with a guided time with God that either you or your family can go through every Sunday. And we're going to be reevaluating this each week and letting you know where we stand with what we're going to be doing as a church body. Now, this is going to include a brief video teaching and further guidance for how you can spend time with God together. And I know this is a tough season because we're not able to meet and we're required to do a bunch of different social distancing, but I really believe that God is going to use this and do something impactful in each of our lives and in the life of our church and in the life of our area. In fact, in Scripture, there's many times that God's people could not gather together, and God still used it powerfully. He worked powerfully through those times. I think of David and Jonathan, best friends that were separated by Jonathan's father's anger and violence towards David. And God showed up in significant ways in both their lives the whole time. Paul, for example, the reason we have his letters in the New Testament is because he could not meet in person with those churches. And in the book of Colossians, even, the letter of Colossians, Paul had never been there. And yet he was offering incredible insight into their walk with God through that letter. And so God is going to be doing the same thing in our lives. And I look forward to see just amazing stories of him working in your life as well. Now, during this season, I want to invite you to remember 3 things daily. The first is prayer and time alone with God. The truth is there is nothing more impactful. I want to encourage you to pray for yourself. Pray your own heart to God in connecting with him. Pray for others in your life. And pray for God to work in our city and in our community and be drawing people to you around the world. Secondly, the second thing I want you to focus on is relationships. Whether that's a voice call, a video call, a text message, family time that's not around the screen or another app of your choice. I want to invite you to make some type of a human connection each and every day. By the way, if you just want to talk or you have a need, please contact me or anyone on our leadership team or Becca, any of the elders. They would love to talk with you. We'd love to talk with you anytime. And lastly, I want to encourage you to be generous in both giving and receiving. The truth is that many of us are going to need help to be able to make ends meet during this time. A lot of our jobs, a lot of our works are not able to make the same income as we would during a normal season. And so we'd ask that you let us know as a church so that we can be aware and we can help as needed. It might be that your job's not interrupted or that God's given you the means to be the person to be able to help in those instances. So you can keep that in mind as well. And then lastly, please keep the church in mind. As the church's bills, just like each of us, continue, please remember to regularly give from your income to Northside Church. Well, Northside, I want you to know that I'm praying for you, and I look forward to see what God is going to do through this season. Please feel free to contact me at any time.